Hello everyone, it's Leo and it's time to talk about episode 19 from Hirogaru's PreCure, an ultra happy episode with a special appearance of Cure Happy, our dear Miyuki, the leader from Smile, a very lovely and special leader. I was very happy to see her again. She looked so nice in the ending. And this episode was ultra happy to me. I loved it. What a great duo we have with Tsubasa and Agaha. They have a totally different dynamic than Sora and Mashiro, and I absolutely love it. I love how colorful this show is being with so many different personalities, and there are certain aspects about this episode that I found really incredible. We'll get there. First off, we see Agaha doing the most. We see her doing a beautiful breakfast, and when I looked at that, it just made me hungry, and it made me remember Yui. Yui, if you were watching this episode, you would be very happy. If Yui was in this episode, she would be very happy. It was very delicious Smile. I loved it, and the food just looked delicious. It just looked awesome. And Agaha has this personality of caring about other people and taking care of other people, like a motherly thing. It's not only because she's an adult, because not every adult is like that, but she is like that. And that's probably also the reason why she wants to be a nursery school teacher, because, you know, you have to take care of the children. Like, they're very small children, so they are not independent at all. So you have to take, like, real care of them. So it makes part of her personality, but she applies that to everyone. She starts to take care of what Tsubasa's eating and all the details. She does meals for the girls, the bentos for the girls to take to school, and then she will take care of the house. She will clean the house, and it's very funny. That first scene of her cleaning the house, there are certain details that I want to talk about from that scene. The first one is Tsubasa. When Tsubasa was introduced to us, he had a goal. His goal was flying. He wanted to fly. He wanted to be able to fly as a bird from the Puni bird tribe. That was his goal. He was studying aerodynamics so that he would find his own path and fulfill his own dream. Right now, his dream is a little different. We see, after he became Cure Wing, we see him working towards another thing, which is taking care of Elle, being Elle's knight. So everything he's doing right now in the show is taking care of Elle. He wants to be her knight. He wants to be strong. He wants to protect her. He wants to take care of her. That is his main goal right now. I'm just saying this because we have to pay attention to certain details from the show, because this will come into play later, for sure. This will come into play in future episodes, and he will come back to his own dream without focusing on Elle all the time. He will come back to that for sure. And at the same time, we see Agaha cleaning. We see that she has enhanced his little bird cage, his little bird house. That was so nice. And then she takes them to play in the park. Very adorable scenes. But there is a little bit of competition between, not from Agaha's side, but Tsubasa's side. He wants to be the one to take care of Elle, so he feels like there is some sort of competition there. But, you know, Elle is just playing. Agaha is also just having fun while also taking care of them. Lots of cute scenes, lots of cute moments. And then when she is playing with water with them, Elle's hair, she looked so adorable with that hair. Oh my god. And Tsubasa, that was so funny. I was like, why isn't Tsubasa turning into a human now? The way Agaha teased him for him to become a human, and he was like, I won't turn back into a human. Girl, I wanted to see that so bad. Oh my god. Oh, let me just talk about something that I totally forgot. Sora and Mashiro in this episode, they were just there for the most part, but I love their new school uniform way more than the other one. I like that it's lighter this time. It's not that dark blue. It's not like super blue as it was the other. So white with blue details, to me, it looked amazing. So just wanted to make that observation. And so Agaha is taking care of everyone. She is taking care of the girls. She's playing with the nails. Obviously, some pretty holic products being thrown in the mix. They need to sell their toys. They need to sell their stuff. But a very cute scene nonetheless. And Tsubasa was already sleeping. Tsubasa was tired. He played with Elle the whole day. Elle was tired. Elle slept very fast. And after everything, she still had to take care of her own stuff from her nursery school. So she stayed later. Tsubasa saw that and she ended up not even sleeping in her own bed because she was so tired of doing everything and after that even taking care of her own stuff that she didn't have time, that she didn't even feel it. She just slept on the table just like that. And Tsubasa saw all of that. And Tsubasa was worried about her. Tsubasa was worried that she was taking all into her shoulders. And I do understand Agaha being the older one of the group and trying to help everybody. I do understand and I do kind of like feel what she is feeling. I can see that. But at the same time, she is like taking everything into her own hands while also having to work hard for her own dreams. And when Tsubasa told her that she was working way harder than she should have been, she was like, no, I'm not, it's fine. And he was super angry with her. I love that Tsubasa has a lot of personality. You know, sometimes he is not able to deal with his own emotions. And he is like, sometimes he's like running away from, you know, talking about his own feelings. But at the same time, he's always there to fight for his own opinions to be heard. He's always fighting to be heard. He's always showcasing what he's thinking. He doesn't hide. He's not afraid of showing or voicing his opinions. And I like that about him a lot. And so when he says that he can help, she's like, okay, so you're gonna help me. And then they go to that mural and they start having a very nice moment, which I think was one of my favorite moments of this episode. Because at that moment, I felt like their dynamic started to enhance even more. And the difference between Tsubasa and Agaha and Sora and Mashiro became even clearer. They are totally different. Agaha is an adult. Tsubasa is a bird who is very young in human ages, but he's not even human. He comes from a different society. And a little earlier in the episode, he told Agaha that she reminded him of someone, and now he understood that she reminded him of his own parents. Agaha's mothers him like his parents do, and his parents are always concerned about him. They treat him as a kid, which for him seems to be a little distressful. But as an adult, I can understand Tsubasa's parents and I can understand Agaha as well. Especially like when you're like 12 years old, like Tsubasa is. He is very young. He is still a child, especially in an adult's eyes. Like if you're 12, you are a child still. And the way Agaha takes care of him and takes care of everyone else reminded him of his parents. And I really like that exchange because Tsubasa started talking a little bit more about himself and about family relationships and why it's great that Hirogaru Sky is focusing a lot on the family aspect of everything. Agaha made an observation that I hadn't really noticed before. Everyone is away from their family. Sora's away from their parents. Tsubasa's away from their parents. Agaha is also, even though she doesn't mention, she is also away from her family, even though we don't know her family mold. And Mashiro, even though Mashiro lives with her grandmother, Yo-Yo, she is also away from her own parents. They are in contact with her, obviously, but it's not the same thing. And then there's Elle, who is also without her parents. So they are found family through and through. And that's so nice. It's so good that everyone, for different reasons, are away from their families and they were able to find in the Hirogaru group a new family. And obviously, Agaha is a new addition to that, but she is already finding her own way of feeling Agaha there, or of being Agaha in that mold. This episode showed that she is trying like her utmost to be the provider, but she will have to learn how to dose that correctly. And she is also having to tune her personality a little more, and that is what she was doing in this episode. While at the same time that they were talking about it, they were playing around with colors, with drawings, and they created a very nice mural with Elle with her little hands. It was so adorable. And it was so cute when she drew a bird and Agaha was like, oh, that's you, Tsubasa. That was so cute. And then they ended up drawing Tsubasa actually. They drew Mofurun, even though it was not actually Mofurun, but it was still like this bear. And it was very cute. The mural was super adorable. But Batamonda had a plan. And sorry, Batamonda, your plan wasn't really the best. He wanted to capture the cures separately so they wouldn't fight with full power, because now we have 4 cures. So it's nice that we don't have right now the group transformation yet and the group pose yet. Let's wait a little more for that to appear. We did have a dual transformation with Wing and Butterfly. That was very nice as well. And the fighting scene of this episode was gorgeous. I loved it. It was so nice. It was so good. It was so dynamic. And one of the things I liked about this fighting scene is that it was long, but at the same time it was long, they did a lot of things in this fighting scene. Like they fought a lot. They did lots of different moves and they used their powers in so many different ways. That was very cool. Like Wing, I really like when they're able to show Wing's battle prowess, because he is so good with flying and, you know, using the air on his side. You know, I really love that there was a moment in this fight that he started twirling around in the air all around him. Like, you know, he controlled the air around him. That was very nice. And we finally see Butterfly getting a little physical today, because, you know, she didn't get physical in her debut episode. And I really love the way she fights. She is also a dodger, kind of like Cure Sky is a lot of times. She was dodging left and right, but she was also being able to, you know, fight back. And it was very nice when Batamonda noticed that they were protecting the mural and they started attacking the mural, because she was able to use her shields. And look, I have a thing with shield cures. Even though I don't like shield as the idea, I have a thing. You know, sometimes the shielders are my favorites and I cannot control it. Especially lately, that's been happening. Curious Spicy was another shielder that I really liked. But I feel like Butterfly is taking the shield thing to another level. This episode just proved it. It was incredible. It was so nice the way she used the shields, and she was able to get one shield and throw. Girl, that was so cool. And she is able to control the shields from far away. She doesn't need to be like holding back the shield. She can create shields in different places and throw them into different places as well. Sometimes I wish they used this creativity for other seasons too. Like, it was very creative. And I am loving that they're able to be creative in Hirogaru Sky like this. That is so cool. And, you know, the fighting scene, it didn't have like the animation of a movie. It doesn't need that. It just needs to be creative. It just needs to be fun. And that's what this episode showed. It was so nice. Even though we had some movements that were like killers. They were killer moves in terms of animation that were very nice. And then we had Elle also angry and sad because she also wanted to protect the mural. And because of that, a new power was born. And there was also the connection between Wing and Butterfly. Butterfly was using her shield all by herself, while she didn't want Wing's help because she wanted to embrace everything by herself. She's the adult, she's the responsible one. She has to do it all by herself. But Wing was right there to help her, and he did help her. She accepted his help. They fought together. They were both able to use the shield. It was very nice seeing Wing help her like that. It was so cool. But then with Elle's help, with Elle's power, a new Skytone was born. And oh my god. Okay, I thought that Elle was already going to summon the new weapon that Butterfly was going to use. We already colorful action mix palette that had everything to do with what they were doing, which is very cool as well. But they were so excited about the new sky tone, and they were like, okay, we're gonna use it just like Sky and Prism. We're gonna have the same attack. Oh my god, that's so cool. They were like, Updraft Shining. What a great scene. Oh my god, it did not work, but it did summon a new weapon, a new toy, a new piece of merchandise, which looks very nice in the show, by the way. Colorful action mix palette. I think it looks incredible. And so while Butterfly is figuring out how to use it, Wing is there fighting, and she's able to use it as a power-up for Wing. Girl, my jaw dropped. When I saw the toy and I saw the functionalities of the toy, I thought, well, if they're able to use it to buff cures in the show, that would be very cool. But in the back of my mind, I was like, I don't think they're gonna do that, unfortunately. But they did it. They did. I was so happy seeing Wing with that pink aura around him, wrecking things around. And girl, that was so nice. I just love that moment. It was so cool. And at the same time, Wing was like, what's going on here? And Elle was like, Palette! And he was like, oh, so cute. That's not what I am asking. That was so nice. It was so cool. And then they were able to use their double attack. I don't know if this is going to be categorized as a duo attack or a solo attack from Butterfly, but I am going to see this as a duo attack from Butterfly and Wing. Even though Butterfly leads the chant of the attack, I still feel like it's a duo attack nonetheless. And it's amazing. I love the attack. It's so nice, so cool, so creative, so fierce. And then the burb appears and I love it. I love it. When I saw it for the first time, I just couldn't hold back the laughter. It was amazing. Like, so surprisingly cool. I just loved, every second of it. I just loved it. And I don't know, it just felt really incredible to me. I love this attack so much. It's so colorful, so bright, and so fierce at the same time. Really think that it was something that we are going to remember for years and years to come. So far, my favorite attack from Hirogaru Sky. Not that we have many gorgeous attacks. I mean, we do have the Butterfly solo attack, which is the coolest. But still, this one is the coolest now. PreCure Titanic Rainbow Attack. Girl, it's everything to me. I love it. It's so cool. Girl, it's amazing. And I just love how Butterfly was all happy and cool about it. And Tsubasa was like, Cure Wing was like, yeah, I wish it was cooler. It started off nice, but then... Oh my god, I wonder if that's gonna change later when he becomes cooler. It finishes as a phoenix until the end. I don't know, but I just love the burb. I just love the burb appearing up until the last moment. What a cool moment this was. It was really nice. And I really love that this was duo attack. This was a duo attack. This was a combination of both Wings and Butterfly's powers and friendship that was born after this episode. So really, really nice. And then at the end, we see that the girls are more open to helping as well because they haven't noticed what was going on with Agaha, and now they're more prone to helping, and they help do the breakfast with a very cute scene. I really like it. And another thing that I forgot to mention was the opening. The opening is now updated with Agaha scenes, which are very, very nice. By the way, they look amazing. And there is also the fact that Batamonda is trying to figure out a different plan, a different way of creating a different scenario for battles. But I feel like the most important thing about Batamonda so far is how Butterfly despises what he is trying to do. Because he is trying to attack everything that's important to her, and she's been getting very personal about his attacks. So I feel like this could mean something for Batamonda's last battle. Kabaton's last battle was against Cure Sky. Maybe Batamonda's last battle will be against Cure Butterfly somehow. I feel like there is this possibility. I think it would be nice because this rivalry is already being created. So, what a lovely episode this was. Very sweet, very cute, and the moment that they were all doing the age thing with their hands like this, so adorable as well. But it's time for the hero corner. My hero corner of episode 19 is actually the age scene because it was so cute. And I feel like one thing that Agaha brings to the show is her energy. If we look at the cast of Hirogaru Sky, even though Sora has a lot of drive to do what she has to do as a hero, I felt like we needed a little bit more energy inside the cast, and Agaha is the perfect fit for it. And I love that the characters acknowledge that and understand what the age means, the excitement means, and the excitement that she brings to the table is everything. And so that would be my hero corner. Tsubasa's action in that scene was also very cute. L's action in that scene is also very nice. And one thing I really like about that is that if we go back to episode 4, Agaha did this. And now she's doing it again. But it's not only her. It's Sora, it's Mashiro, it's Tsubasa, it's L. Everyone is doing it with her. They embraced her as part of the team. And that is why everyone is age. I love it. Anyways, ladies, this is it for now. Please share in the comments what were your thoughts on episode 19 and also your hero corner for this episode. Anyways, this is it for now. I want to take this little time to thank the members of the Magical Cinema channel. If you are a member, thank you very much for your support. And if you've watched up channel, thank you so much as well. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.